Hey everybody, this is Bryce. I wanted to take a minute and do a special episode or special release announcing the shakeup of our Patreon tiers. Patreon is one of the absolute best ways that you can show your support for the show. I know times are tough. We're not begging you to join, but if you have a couple extra ducats and you want to show your love for the show, you can support us on Patreon, and we definitely try to make it worth your while with a lot of bonus content. And with that being said, the headline for the Patreon shakeup is you get much more value out of your dollar now. You get much more bonus content and interaction with us than you used to at the cheaper tier. So first of all, let's talk about the Too Spoopy for You tier. $6.66 a month, $6.66 a month. And with that, you get a shout out on an episode for being a patron. You unlock access to all of our afterpods. That's where we leave the mic running and just talk about what's going on in our lives. So if you like me, Max, and Sydney, and you want to hear more from us, that's hours of bonus content right there, and that's released for every episode. You also receive early access to episodes once they're edited, and they are included without ads, without the mid-roll. So if you're bored of ads and you want to skip that repetitive mid-roll every week, you could get access to episodes through our Patreon feed. And this is a new benefit that used to be on the $15 tier that we moved down to the $6.66 a month tier, which is you get to determine a movie that we review by submitting suggestions and then voting as a group. And we review that movie, record a review. We might not release it in the feed that month, but we'll release it in Patreon that month or soon after the month ends. And that's a really nice perk for people that want to impact what kind of movies we're reviewing. And you can also have a better chance of getting the movie that you want reviewed if you can play some politics and rally the vote for it. Also, you get access to all our sound drops. If you usually have to reach out to me because sometimes I forget to send links to that. And then the next tier, which is new and a cheaper intermediary tier, is the $9.99 a month tier. It gets everything that you get with Too Spoopy for You, but then you unlock a bunch of bonus content in the future in the Pretentious review. So you get access to all the past and future Pretentious reviews. These are bonus reviews that are stripped down of all the extraneous, intro, outro, mid-roll, spoilers and all that stuff. We just talk about the movie on these, and they're usually older horror movies or cult classics that are a little too niche for the general podcast feed, the general audiences, or they're not necessarily movies that a lot of people know about. But if you're a big horror fan, you've definitely heard about them or are big fans of them. So stuff like older movies like the Universal Monsters movies, Hitchcock movies, and some of the more niche, think Criterion Collection horror movies are in those Pretentious reviews. We have dozens of them already that you unlock, and there'll be more coming out as we determine we want to review a movie that might not be good for the regular feed. And also you get a listing on the supporters page, and you can include a link to your personal project if you like. I mean, I come from SEO, so that's a nice little benefit if you want to do some link building from Horror Movie Talk. And now kind of the downside of the shakeup, we did increase the cheapest tier. It used to be $2 a tier. Now it's $4 a tier. Inflation, folks. But with that, you get our undying thanks for your monetary support. It's just if you want to show love and you don't really care about the bonus content, and we'll definitely shout out your name on one of our future episodes. And then if you are Mr. Moneybags, the tier that's still there is Spoop Lord for $600.66 a month. Usually you cancel it after the first month, but you can literally get a bespoke episode for yourself, and you don't even have to let us release it on the feed. Like, you can make us watch anything and we would do your bidding for $666. The other benefit is, if you don't want to do a monthly fee, or if there's just an afterpod or a pretentious review that you're interested in, and you don't care about all of the past content, we do have a la carte pricing on the afterpods, on the ad-free versions of episodes, and the pretentious reviews. It's definitely worth more to join monthly, but if you're interested in just a few of the, for example, the pretentious reviews, it might be cheaper just to get the couple that you're interested in and move on. So either way, you can access this bonus content. It's for those that are super fans and that love the show. I really appreciate all our fans and those that have stuck with me throughout all the years with all the changes on the show. And I know there's still a bunch of you that love us, and we know that because of the reviews you leave, the calls into the show, and of course, those that are patrons. Thank you so much for supporting. Again, completely optional. I know this is a little greedy to even talk about money. It's uncouth. But I wanted you to know about this shakeup in our Patreon tiers, because honestly, it's much more valuable than it used to. So for most of this, this bonus content used to have to pay like $15 to $25 a month, and now you can access it for $10 or less. So we wanted to let you know that, and as always, stay spooky. I don't know. We don't have enough catchphrases for this kind of situation, but we love you. Bye-bye.